You still stood beside me, but something felt undone, like your heart had already decided I wasn't the one. You spoke like nothing changed, like everything was fine, but something in your silence was already saying goodbye. I kept holding tighter while you slipped away. I tried to save what you already left, holding on to something I couldn't fix. I thought love could survive if I gave it what it missed, but I was fighting for a moment that didn't exist. I tried to say what you already left. Yeah, you stopped reaching for me, I kept reaching through, trying to rebuild something that wasn't even true. I called it dedication, I called it staying strong, but love doesn't come back once it's already gone. Your love needs two hearts. Why was mine enough? I tried to save what you already left. No warning, no defense, just quiet resignation and consequence. I kept believing in something that didn't exist. I tried to save what you already left. Already left. Maybe love doesn't break, maybe it just disappears, while one heart keeps holding through all of its fears. I try to save what you already left, and now I understand that love isn't something you fix with your hands. If someone's already gone, there's nothing left to get. I try to say what you already left. It wasn't one clear moment, nothing sharp or loud, just small pieces missing that I didn't allow. You still said I love you, but it didn't feel the same, like the words stayed the same, but something changed. I kept ignoring what I felt inside. You love me less every day, while I stayed the same, holding on to something you couldn't maintain. I thought love was constant, something that would stay, but you loved me less every day. Your touch felt unfamiliar, your eyes didn't stay, and every quiet moment felt further away. I tried to keep the rhythm of what we used to be, but love can slowly leave without telling me. If love fades in silence, how do you hold on? You love me less every day, no me in the moment where we used to be, and I kept standing there like you'd come back for me. The place still felt familiar, but something wasn't right. I stayed inside a memory you left behind. I thought waiting meant something more than letting go. I stayed where you forgot me, holding on to you, in a place that stopped existing when you stopped too. I thought love would find me if I didn't move, but I stayed where you forgot me. You moved into tomorrow, I stayed in yesterday, trying to keep something that had already changed. I called it loyalty, I called it staying true, but I was only staying in something I once knew. If love moves forward, why did I stay behind? I stayed where you forgot me. No fight, no sound, just quiet desperation without you around. I kept hoping for something that wouldn't come through. I stayed where you forgot me. Maybe staying still doesn't bring them back. Maybe it just keeps you in what you lack. I stayed where you forgot me, and now I finally see that love isn't waiting for someone who leaves. If moving on means healing, then I have to choose not to stay where you forgot me. You looked the same beside me, spoke the same way too, but something in your presence felt distant and untrue. I kept trusting what we had, like nothing could go wrong, but something in your silence said I didn't belong. I didn't see the distance growing in your eyes. You changed while I believed that we were still the same. I kept holding on to us while you let go of the name. I thought love was something that time couldn't deceive, but you changed while I believed. Stopped saying forever, started saying we'll see, and I kept pretending that meant you and me. I tried to hold the meaning of everything we said, but love can lose direction without anything left. If hearts can change this quietly, why didn't I feel it? You changed while I believed. No moment, no sign, just distance growing slowly out of time. I kept trusting something that I couldn't keep, without a reason to see you change, while I believed. We were standing close, but something felt far, like I was holding us while you let go of who we are. You still said the right things, still stayed by my side, but something in your presence had already stepped aside. I thought love was mutual, something we both feel. I was loving you alone while you were letting go, holding on to something you didn't want anymore. I thought if I gave enough, we could still be whole, but I was loving you alone. You stopped trying to reach me, I kept reaching through, trying to fix something that wasn't even true. I called it dedication, I called it staying strong, but love can't be shared, one heart is gone. If love needs two voices, why was mine the only one? I was loving you alone, no fight, no goodbye, just quiet realization I was the only one trying. I kept believing in something that wasn't there to hold. I was loving you alone. Maybe love isn't measured by how much you give. Maybe it's knowing when it doesn't last. I was loving you alone, and now I finally see that love isn't surviving when it's only me. If holding on alone means losing control, I was loving you alone. You didn't push me away, you didn't pull me close, you kept me in the middle like something you outgrew. Your hands still felt familiar, but something wasn't there, like love had already left, but you kept me there. I thought staying meant something more than just delay. You let me stay while you let me go, kept me close but not enough to hold. I thought we still had something real, but you were already letting go. I kept believing in what we were, but you didn't anymore. You let me stay while you let future, like I was still inside. But something in your silence was already saying goodbye. I try to hold the meaning of everything you said, but love can live in words, even when it's dead. If love is still there, why did I feel alone? You let me stay while you let me go. No fight, no final line, just quiet contradiction. Every single time I kept trying to feel you, but you weren't there to know. You let me stay while you let me go. Maybe not choosing, still a way to leave. Maybe silence says what we don't want to see. You let me stay while you let me go, and now I finally see that love isn't present without honesty. If someone's already gone, there's nothing left to show. You let me stay while you let me go. You still said goodnight, still called me the same. Nothing in your voice showed anything had changed. I kept living in a moment that wasn't even true, while something in your heart was already through. I thought love would show it when it starts to fade. I didn't know you stopped loving me. There was no sign to see, no moment I could point to say when you left me. I thought we were still something that time couldn't undo. I didn't know you stopped loving me. You stopped needing answers, stopped needing to stay, and I kept feeling silence, trying to make it okay. I tried to keep believing in something we could say, but love can disappear without a wave. If endings start in silence, how could I not feel? I didn't know you stopped loving me. No fight, no goodbye, just distance growing quietly. Right before my eyes, I kept trusting in something that wasn't even true. I didn't know you stopped loving me. Maybe love doesn't end with something we can hear. Maybe it disappears while we still feel near. I didn't know you stopped loving me, and now I understand that love can leave quietly without a plan. If hearts can change without breaking We held on to something that wasn't even there. Kept calling it love just because we cared. The room felt heavier with every passing day, like something between us had already faded away. I thought staying meant fighting for something still alive. We stayed until there was nothing left. No feeling, no regret, just empty conversations we couldn't forget. I thought time would fix us, but time just showed. We stayed until there was nothing left. Looking at me like I was still home, and I kept pretending I wasn't alone. I tried to keep the pieces from falling apart, but love doesn't survive without a heart. If love disappears slowly, why didn't we? We stayed until there was nothing left. No fight, no release, just quiet understanding and no sense of peace. I kept hoping for something that didn't exist. We stayed until there was nothing left. Maybe leaving earlier would've hurt less than watching love fade into emptiness. We stayed until there was nothing left, and now I finally know that love isn't staying when there's nothing to hold. If holding on too long means losing yourself, we stayed until there was nothing left. Yeah. You sat right beside me, but felt miles away, like your heart had already chosen not to stay. You answered my questions, but never really spoke, and every quiet moment felt like something broke. I tried to ignore it, pretend it wasn't true. You were there, but not with me, close enough to touch, but too far to feel like I didn't mean as much. I thought love was presence, something I could see, but you were there, not with me. that once mattered most, and I kept holding on to what we almost were. I try to keep believing in something still alive, but love can disappear without saying goodbye. If love was still there, why did I feel alone? You were there, but not with me. No fight, no goodbye, just distance growing quietly right before my eyes. I kept reaching for you, but you weren't there to be. You were there, but not with me. Maybe presence isn't love, maybe it's just staying without really feeling what we're saying. You were there, but not with me, and now I finally see that love is in proximity. It's being seen if someone's beside you, but you still feel empty. You were there, but not with me. Hit me in the silence after you were gone. Every small moment I didn't hold on. The way you used to look at me, the things I didn't see, all the quiet changes that were right in front of me. I thought we had forever to understand. I realized it too late, what we used to be, all the love I didn't notice right in front of me. I thought time would wait for me to understand, but I realized it too late. You tried to show me something, I didn't read the signs. Now every memory plays back in my mind. I try to find a moment where everything went wrong, but sometimes you don't see it until it's gone. If love fades slowly, why didn't I see? I realized it too late. No fight, no goodbye, just quiet understanding of what passed me by. I kept thinking there was time to make it alright, but I realized it too late. Maybe love doesn't wait for us to be ready. Maybe it leaves when